Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, The Scorpion Effect. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are feeling my vibe. Now let's get started. We will be doing a December love reading for the sign of Aquarius. So let's see what you got going on, Aquarius. When I was pulling your cards, a lot of cards wanted to fly out when I was shuffling the cards, and I saw the peace card like 3 times. I'm surprised it didn't come back out here, but it just seems like you want more peace. You are tired of the drama here, Aquarius. Excuse me while I sip on this ginger tea. You all know whenever I burn sage, it tears my voice up. So I just got done burning, and now my voice is trying to recover. Anyway, so let's get started. So right now, this is really good. You're having a lot of realizations, not just about this relationship, just in general, how people treat you. You're realizing how you show up in the world, and you're also realizing how people treat you based off of how you're showing up in the world. But you're also realizing here that this relationship didn't serve you at your highest good. This relationship didn't bring out your best self here. And not all the time. You did have some good moments with this person, but you are realizing things can't stay the same here. And you're finally realizing what you really want from this relationship. But I also feel like you're figuring out what you want out of life. Now, for some of you, you're making changes because of the new year. You have some new plans, some new momentum here, and you're ready to clear out the junk that you don't need right now. Sorry, y'all, if you catch me sipping. Trying to clear my throat. All right, so, but emotionally, you are holding on to the memories. You are holding on to what was. This is a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda energy here, Aquarius. There's nothing wrong with that. Spirit is saying give yourself time to heal, okay? You don't have to move on tomorrow, right? Give yourself time to really think about here what you want. I feel like you do what everybody else, not saying you do what everybody else wants you to do, but I feel like you try to make everyone else around you comfortable. And you don't really put yourself first here. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's what I'm hearing. But these memories, as you can see, is bittersweet. It really is bittersweet, though, because you felt like this person was unstable. You felt like this person didn't give enough, didn't give properly here. I feel like at one point this person was showing up and giving, and then as time went on, they got comfortable, as what happens in a lot of relationships. And this person took you for granted because in your recent past, you were devoted to this. You were attached to this. You only wanted them. I feel like you still only crave and desire them because you don't have anybody else in your energy here. But yeah, you really wanted this connection. This person sparked love in you you didn't know you had before. And you fell hard for this person. It was kind of a crash and burn effect. But they weren't showing up for you here. I feel like this person never gave you all a proper title, or they put you through a lot of hoops, loops, and bounds to get a relationship with them. But Spirit is saying that there's a lot of much really. There's some much needed karma here, okay? So you both could be experiencing the cause and effect of this relationship. You both have some karmic debts you have to pay. I do feel like this was a lesson in self-worth. I do feel like this, and not the type of self-worth where I feel like you believe in yourself, of course. I do feel like that, but this was a lesson in stop putting everyone else's needs before your needs, Aquarius. So the universe had to come in and shake things up so you could see the imbalances here, okay? But this relationship was to teach karmic lessons to you both. So your partner is getting some karmic lessons as well. They're also getting karmic lessons because this person doesn't show up authentically here. Aquarius, they play a lot of games. They say what they think you want to hear to get you back in their good graces, but to get them back in your good graces. I'm sorry. Woo. Let me drink some coffee. As you can see, the sun is shining. Today is a beautiful day here. It's still cold outside, but the sun is out and shining, okay? But yeah, this person plays a lot of games, so this karma was going to catch up with them eventually here, okay? But you have karmic lessons you needed to learn from this relationship, and Spirit has tried to teach you these lessons before. Remember, collective, you're not going to learn the lessons. If you don't learn the lessons the first time, the universe will send another person to teach you these lessons. So it's good that you're coming to these realizations, because your eyes had to be open here. The rose-colored glasses had to be thrown off. I hope this is making sense to someone. Your person, they are longing for you. They're craving you. I do feel like they can sense that they're losing their grip on you. They know that you're not as invested as you once were. Even if you haven't said anything to this person, they can pick up on it. I don't feel like you're expressing as much. I don't see you cutting this person off. You haven't cut them off completely anyway. But there could be some blockages in communication, or just you taking your time to hit them back or something like that. But you're not overly flirtatious with them, making yourself available. You're holding back right now. But you still want them. You still want them. Don't come here and say you don't want them. You do. Because y'all be in my comments saying, no, I don't want them back and all this. You do. You do. You do. If this person was to come in tomorrow, Aquarius, and give you everything, and it was the person that you needed them to be, you would want them still. Okay, be real with yourself. Be real with yourself, okay? Don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. But right now, they are longing for you. This emotional distance you all have. I don't feel like there's a lot of physical distance. It could be. Definitely could be. But they are longing for you. You're on their mind a lot. But you're on their mind in a sexual way. And I feel like you relieve them after a long, stressful day at work, or a long, stressful day. You help settle this person. They find a lot of healing when they're around you. They're very relaxed, very peaceful when they're around you. But they mentally, it's a lot of sexual energy here. I'm not finding a lot of love, but a lot of sexual energy here. And they keep their feelings to themselves as well. This person is they're not very open with how they feel, okay? They're very vague. So when you ask them questions, they may say something like, oh, you know I care about you. And you're like, no, I don't. You never say, you never tell me. If you ask this person, oh, what do you like about me? They say everything. No. What do you really like about me? It's like you can never get a straight answer when it comes to how they feel. There's a lot of mystery, period, surrounding this person. I feel like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but for somebody out there, this person could have been married before, or in a long-term committed relationship before. And you've asked them, well, what made you want to marry that person? What made you want to have kids with them and move in with them and all that? And they're like, oh, it was just the right time to do it. Like, they're not even open about their feelings about like past relationships. They keep everything to themselves. They're very vague in their feelings. This is calculated energy. I don't think it's malice. I just think that this person, they don't feel comfortable being vulnerable. I feel like they had a bad experience, and they've held on to that bad experience, and They don't see that it's punishing you or the next person. They just feel like they're protecting themselves. I get a lot of, I'm going to do what's best for me energy from this person more than anything. I don't think they're malice, but this is why the karma had to step in, because they need to understand how they make other people feel. And usually when the universe steps in to make people see the error of their ways and feel what other people are feeling, because a lot of times you don't know unless you go through it, right? Now, in the past, they were in and out of your life. Like, I can feel that energy. It's a lot of inconsistent back and forth energy with this person. Every time you all make a breakup, they do feel like it's a missed opportunity. They do feel like you are an opportunity in their world. They see you as an asset, not a liability. You're a very hard worker. I'm hearing you have your life together. They like how stable you are. So they could see building something here. They're more practical than love here. We'll get more into the reading. I will do more clarifying. But in the past, it was always stop, start, stop, start. It's never been fully solidified here. Okay. And if it does get solidified, it doesn't last. And Spirit is saying to be careful here, because this person, they don't want to see you with anyone else here, Aquarius. They know your worth. Spirit is saying for you to know what your worth is. Okay. A lot of times predators and people who siphon energy, they can see your worth when you can't see your worth here, okay? But this person is still going to be masking, pretending to get what they want out of this, because they do fantasize about this connection. You both do. We'll get to that, but you both fantasize about this connection, and they know sexually they have you in a chokehold. They know intimately, at least, they have you in a chokehold, even though you're keeping things to yourself. But also with this memories card here, I do feel like you all reminisce with them and say, dag, I remember in the beginning we used to do this, we used to do that. Everybody is getting this. If you go through all of these readings for December, you look through all the signs, everyone is getting similar energies. And I guess I can't be annoyed by it, because it means that you all are coming here with similar stories and similar, but I like delivering new stories. I love new readings. Okay, I get frustrated when they repeat, but anyway, I do feel like you voiced to them, you kind of like, this is kind of like, no offense Aquarius, but this is kind of like dry begging, like, oh babe, remember we used to do this, babe, remember how you used to be, oh babe, and it's kind of like, oh, that's dry begging, because you're like, oh, hopefully if I remind them, they'll do this eventually again. Stop doing that. Stop. They know what they're doing. Okay, they leave you on red on purpose. Again, I don't think it's 100% malice here. I just think it's because they're selfish and they want to protect themselves. They don't see it as being so disrespectful to you. Is more so like, I got to protect my peace. I got to protect my mental. They're not seeing it as, oh, we're a team. We have to communicate. We have to be on one note. It's kind of like all for one and one for all here. But yeah, Spirit is saying to watch them really hold their feet to the fire, set firm and proper boundaries. I know I say that every single reading, but we don't always set proper boundaries until we meet a person who forces us to, because most people don't trample over people who love us, people who know us, people who really respect us. They do not trample over our boundaries. It's always the people that we end up falling for who does that. It's not the real people in your life who really loves you. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going off on a tangent, but anyway, yeah, Aquarius. Spirit is saying, Spirit is saying to be careful, because this person, they're always going to show their representative until they're ready to open up. And this is like pulling teeth energy. Okay. Now, with blocking this connection, You both avoiding each other, avoiding the hard conversations, keeping yourselves distracted, and not really, I feel like nobody has said, I'm walking away or I'm breaking up with you. I feel like you all are in a weird gray area right now in the relationship, and no one is making the first move to break up. You're keeping yourselves distracted and avoiding the hard conversations, okay? Now, and I do want to say this before we get to this. Aquarius, don't be mad. I do feel like you both are distracted for different reasons, right? And avoiding for different reasons. So, Aquarius, you, I think, are realizing this person really doesn't love you. They love your benefits, what comes with you. But you, the memories you shared, the love you have with this person has you in a chokehold. So you're trying to distract yourself, and you're hoping that this person will come around and change and make the first move and try to make things right by you. They're keeping distracted because they're like, no, she's going to, or he's going to chase after me. They're going to make things right. I know they miss me. I know they want the sex. And neither one of you are budging because of two different egos, right? And two different needs and stubbornness here. Where you're like, oh, if I keep my distance long enough and I hold out long enough, it's going to make them appreciate me and want me more. It is going to make them slightly appreciate you more, because they will be able to see that you see your worth by holding back. But this person, sorry y'all, I have my window open. But yeah, like I was saying, so they will want to come at you stronger and harder because their toy is pulling away from them, and they don't want anyone else to play with their toy, Aquarius. So I do feel like they will come to you, but it's just to get what they want out of you, because they're really missing the sex and the intimacy here. And how I just keep hearing you make this person feel at ease, you relieve this person's stress, and yeah, they just want to see if they can get you back. It's not a matter of, oh, I love her or him. We will get more into the reading. We're already 17 minutes and we're over, because I wanted to keep these kind of short. So mutual energy, you're both fantasizing about this. You want them, they want you. You're both fantasizing for different reasons. I feel like, Aquarius, you're fantasizing about the sex, of course, but you're also fantasizing about a life you possibly could have. Like, you see potential in this person. But again, you are starting to realize they're not worth your time as much. But the memories got you in a chokehold. But they're fantasizing you sexually here. Let's get some more clarifying. And stick around to the end, because I will be clarifying all signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. All right, let's see. Look at this. I somehow trust you. Because again, what did I say, Aquarius? You are an asset, not a liability. So this person knows they can build a life with you because you're not a bum here. Like, you got things going on for yourself, Aquarius. They don't tell you, but you are amazing. They think you are amazing. I do feel like this person, again, there's not a lot of feelings here. They're very logical and calculated here. But they do think you are amazing. I just don't think they're ready to settle down. I don't know if this person is ready to fully fall in love with anyone. Look, I'm done pretending. So in the past, this person came to you and said, hey, I want another chance. I'm done with the back and forth. But I think by that time you saw it through them. You were coming to these realizations. So they are afraid that they can't get another chance with you. It's kind of an ego death to this person. And look, that's interesting. I'm done pretending, and look what's next to it. They're not done pretending. They're not done pretending here. Okay, so these two came out. Now, because these two here together with the karma, this is what I'm going to tell you, Aquarius, right? Don't let this person sweet talk you back, okay? Make sure their actions is matching this. You're all I've ever wanted. You mean more to me than you think. I do feel like this person realized now that they don't have a chokehold on you like they thought. They don't realize that you still are holding on to them. They do feel like you're slipping away here, Aquarius. But this is only going to come after they've experienced some karma. They're still going to be playing in your face. They may tell you what you want to hear, but they're still going to be exaggerating, telling you that you mean more to them than this person is not being 100%. They're telling you what you want to hear. Okay. I do feel like once they start hitting some of this karma, they are going to value and appreciate you more, but they still have a long road ahead of them, Aquarius. I have trouble to express myself. So you are realizing that you can't fully be present in this. What I'm getting from this is you're realizing you can't say, hey, I love you, I want a future with you, because this scares this person. You're realizing that you can't be as vulnerable as you want. You can't rely on. Sorry, y'all, my camera died. Sorry about that. But yes, you have trouble expressing yourself because you don't feel comfortable. Every time you get sentimental or things get a very lovey-dovey or close and personal here, your person kind of runs off or they ghost you for a little bit. Now, I did pull for the memories here. The thought of you makes me smile inside. So again, you're not done with this person. You're not done with this person. You want them to change. You want them to be who they were when you met them. You want them to validate what you once felt here. Okay. But this person still puts a smile on your face, even though they haven't been showing up as that person in a long time. That's what you're holding on to here. I connect with you at night. Again, this could mean sexually or just maybe that's your work schedule or schedules here. But you do think of them at night. They think of you at night. This person is, you feel like this person is your soulmate. You do have soulmate energy here with this person. Oh my goodness, what did I say in all of this? Okay. I'm not going to do all these cards. So, past life regression. What did I just say? I want to be different. So you're like, if we're going to be in this, we need to be in this for the long haul. I'm not trying to be your side piece. I'm not trying to be your sneaky link. I'm not trying to be your one night stand. You know, you are ready for more here. So they know, look, I feel the love. They feel the love from you. They feel the love from you. I want more, but I'm scared because this person is selfish. Can you forgive me? So they're going to come back at you hard. Okay. Spirit is saying to be cautious with this person. Even if you all don't break up, take time to for yourself. Put yourself first. Take yourself out on dates. If you aren't ready to give this person up right now, do some inner work, do some healing. Okay, I promise you, the more inner work you do, Aquarius, is going to weed this person out even more. I hope you all made sense with this. I feel like I was a little all over the place with this in this reading. Sorry for the background noise. Hopefully you all are loving my Christmas music. Hopefully you can hear this Christmas music back here. I made a whole little playlist. Okay. So now all the way from Aries to Pisces, we are going to go to all signs now. Let me know in the comments if you made it to the end. Leave a little Christmas tree in the comments letting me know you made it to the end, and let me know if this does resonate for you. And keep an eye out. I will be posting videos throughout the month, and we will be doing some recaps, okay? Go over some of the readings from throughout the year so we can prepare for the new year. Take a look back at my old video. See if any of them resonated for things that happened to you throughout this year. Let's see. If you're dealing with an Aries, this could be new energy, but they feel the possibilities here. They want to take more risk. They want to do more traveling and have more adventures with you. Maybe they want to spice things up here as well in the bedroom, and they definitely want to get out this mundane energy, okay? If you are dealing with a Taurus, they are ready for a commitment. So this time around, they are ready for a commitment. I'm hearing that this Taurus has big things planned. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they are keeping themselves distracted. They're avoiding things. Oh, they're avoiding this breakup. So this could be the person we were talking about, but they don't want to feel left behind here, okay? As much as they say they don't need you, they need you, okay? If you are dealing with a Cancer, Cancer is a twin flame. So right now you are both reflecting each other. So you're matching energy. They're matching your energy here. Yeah. Oh, wow. So you got, with this Cancer, is definitely a past life here. A lot of lessons being learned. A lot of repetitive energy is not over. Okay. You all will be going around the mountain again, okay? Coming around the mountain. When she comes, I feel old singing it. Anyway, let's go to Leo. If you're dealing with a Leo, a lot of conflict here. You all may not be as compatible. They don't think you all are as compatible as they once thought. But they'll be back. This is about cycles, patterns ending. Give it some time. They'll be back. If you're dealing with a Virgo, but be careful with that, Leo. Spirit is saying even if they come back, make sure you make the best of this time and put yourself first, okay? If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo is very shallow and bored, okay? That's not a good thing. Yeah, they're bored in this relationship and they're ready for something else. They want to do them right now. Maybe one day they'll come back to you. They feel like if it's meant to be, it'll be type of energy. But they're not, don't expect much from this Virgo. If you are dealing with a Libra, they are pretending, masking, putting on a front here, okay? So be careful with the Libra. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they could be playing the victim a little bit, but they are understanding the mistakes that they made here. If you're dealing with a Sag, there will be truthful conversations, some confessions, lots of messages and communication. So if you've been waiting to hear from a Sag, they will be reaching out. That you all will be having a much needed conversation. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, those cards was stuck together. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they could have had a family that you didn't know about. You all could be building a family here, but there will be truth and clarity surrounding a pregnancy. You could be pregnant. They could be pregnant. But there will be clarity and honesty here from this Capricorn. What in the world? A second chance, too, with the Capricorn. I had to pull another card because I was like, okay, there will be a second chance here. Maybe y'all are starting a family or something. If you're dealing with another Aquarius, you will be getting apologies here. They will be back in, let's see if, it's not going to be, this apology will be sincere, but they're not coming back in for commitment. I feel like they want to come in just to see if they can still get you back. Be careful with that, Aquarius. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces is showing up very mysterious. That's the Pisces anyway. They are the moon card. But this Pisces has, This Pisces has been holding back from you. There's a lot of obsession here. This is Devil card energy. Be careful with this Pisces. They're not being honest about their feelings. They really just want the sex here. Yeah, set boundaries with this Pisces. This Pisces is not committed. Okay. Those are your messages. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonated for you. And until your next reading, you all take care. Bye.